What I'm about to show you is one of our innovations in the intelligent transportation unit. It's called eCall, which stands for emergency call. It's a Europe-wide initiative to make road travel safer. The European Union has mandated that by 2010, every car should be equipped with an intelligent device that can automatically send out an eCall. We have collaborated with all of these companies to develop this entire eCall system, which includes the onboard device which go inside the car, as well as a back office service. So if you look at the current problems faced in the European roads, there's no automatic way of generating eCall from the car itself. Most of the systems currently are manual. There's also no accurate way of finding the location of the crash, which is also very critical in sending the right rescue teams to the crash site at the right time. So let me just show you a small video which would give you an overview of what eCall is all about and how the system works.
What started as a sunny day out ended with this terrible collision. 8 people died. And so little Max doesn't have an older brother. Marcus was just 2. As he lay dying in the wreckage, the only survivor is father Steve. The doctors talk about the golden hour for getting to crash victims. In future, they could get help. Statistically speaking, there will be 80 serious accidents on Britain's roads today. So if it was to happen to me now, here in the wilds of Buckinghamshire, how long would it take for help to arrive? Well, this car has already got satellite tracking and a mobile phone link. It could save my life. Because if I press this little red button here, it issues what you might call entering Mayday. Emergency services will be on their way. Even if I'm injured, the car's airbag sensors can send off an automatic alert received at a centre like this one. The satellite data tells them exactly where I am. That will make a big difference to the medics who deal with Britain's pileups.
You won't have to answer the phone call, so to speak, and find out where the person is. So we'll have to locate the scene of the accident quicker, shaving vital minutes off. And those minutes are actually crucial from a medical perspective.
So what we learned from this video is that response time to reach the crash site is very critical, and that can make the difference between life and death. And this system that we have developed can drastically reduce this response time by about 50%. And this is exactly how the system works. So whenever there's a crash, the sensors inside the car will automatically trigger an alert, and there's a software that we have developed which runs inside that module in the car, which will get the location data from GPS and also establish a GSM voice and data channel. So voice channel so that the driver or the passenger can speak to the remote operator, or the data itself can be sent automatically by the car to the remote back office. So the back office system would decode this MSD, which is called the minimum set of data which comes from the car, to decode that and plot a map in real time, which would be sent to the PSAP terminal, which is called the Public Safety Answering Point. And that map is also pushed to the emergency vehicles and the police vehicles using a protocol known as SIP push protocol. So this completes the entire eCall chain. And this is a snapshot of the location that was plotted from a trial that was conducted in Netherlands, in a highway in Netherlands. eCall was generated by a simulator, and this is how a terminal operator would see a map on his or her screen. So let's look at how the PSAP terminal actually looks like. So this is what the operator would see on the screen. On the left-hand side, you see the eCall messages, the type of the crash, the vehicle details, the timestamp, and the most important of all, the geographical coordinates of where the crash is. And this would be a map that the operator would use to send the right rescue team. So what you see is there would be a device similar to this inside the car, and I would press an eCall. This is similar to the manual button that you have inside the car. So this is actually asking me for a type of connectivity. So what you see over there is an alert onto the PSAP terminal screen, which is just, it's a push alert that just pops up whenever there's a crash. And all of this happens in a matter of seconds. And Apart from this, there's a service provider terminal also, which gives a lot of details about the passenger and the driver involved in the accident. For example, the health information is very critical when it comes to sending the right medical aid to the crash site. So if there are kids involved, and if it's a school bus, then you can send the right kind of doctors, pediatricians, and so on to the crash site. So this system can have dramatic effects in terms of saving lives, and we have conducted various trials using this system under various conditions inside tunnels at very high speeds, and it has worked very, very well. So every car by 2010 will have this system running.